Ladies and gentlemen, how sweet it is. My goodness. President Trump wins again. Democrats lose again. This is becoming a pattern. Democrats cheat Bernie Sanders. They lose in the election like I predicted. Clinton would lose to Trump. NPR quoted me and 538. 538 at one point, and that's within the NPR article below. In the pinned comment and in the description and pinned comments of every one of my segments. The NPR article quotes me in 538 in 2015. They said that impeachment they said that it's their emphatic prediction that Trump wouldn't be GOP nominee. I said that Clinton would lose swing states and she was unelectable and would lose to Trump. Eric H526, hello. I am telling you again, Clinton is going to be nominee. Hillary Clinton is going to be nominee. There was even an article yesterday in The Hill that Bloomberg is third in the polls nationally within the Democratic Party. That's absurd. That is absurd. Not only I know more people who own no malarkey shirts than Bloomberg's slogan. I have no idea what his tagline or political phrase or propaganda is. I have no clue. I'm the only person on YouTube who's ever worn a no malarkey shirt. I don't even think anyone has ever even touched. Give it to Bloomberg. I don't even know what is his slogan. So he's third in the Democratic primary. It looks like Bernie's going up against billionaires didn't work too well. But ladies and gentlemen, President Trump has won. Impeachment trial live updates. Senator Lisa Murkowski says she will oppose witnesses, all but assuring the end of Trump's impeachment trial. This is the second election I'm going to predict. Clinton is going to lose to Trump again. Clinton is going to lose to Trump again. And all of this is a facade. This is a charade. That's why they didn't include any criminal behavior within the articles of impeachment. If you do not include any criminal behavior within the articles of impeachment, then don't impeach the president. And by the way, why didn't they include any of the Trump Jr. meeting, the obstruction of justice, the contacts, the inviting of Russia? They said, he worked with Russia. Then they said he invited Russia. Then they said he looked in the direction of Russia. Why didn't they add any of that? Here's why. Here's why. Because they were not telling the truth. They were never telling the truth about anything. The whole thing was a lie. Trump won yet again. Trump wins again. You win. The country wins. Democrats lose. Social media loses. I don't have Twitter anymore. When I used to have Twitter, let's say when you have Twitter or Facebook, you have an urge to check it. It does not help your life. It does not help any political goal that you want to achieve. They say that social media is important. I don't think so. I don't even think it's important in selling things. You go on Amazon to buy things. That's it. Or you can go on, Target.com or whatever. I mean, do you ever shop on Facebook or Twitter? Do you ever say, "Oh wow, you know what? I'm gonna go buy that. I heard about it on Twitter." No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't say that. So Lisa Murkowski says she will oppose witnesses. Lamar Alexander will oppose witnesses. Mitt Romney, let him vote. Who cares? Let Mitt Romney try to court the left, and then when they have enough of him, they'll betray him within a split second. Senate appears ready to reject witnesses. Senator Lamar Alexander calls Trump's actions inappropriate, but rejects witnesses. Senate appears, and then they say, well, Trump is above the law. They didn't include a legal statute. They didn't accuse him of a crime. Accuse the president of a crime next time. Democrats, if you cannot find a crime, then maybe look at the criminal behavior of your last nominee who cheated to become nominee. When James Comey said no reasonable prosecutor would indict, he was talking about legal statutes that pertain directly to Clinton servers, with top secret intelligence on these servers, and 2,000 plus classified emails on these servers, and special access program intelligence on these servers outside of the United States government. Within the United States government, there are intranets where top secret and classified information roam free within the intranet, within the United States government, within a safe, so to speak, called the U.S. government. Clinton was able to transfer, migrate, store information that could not be removed from the United States government any other way. That can't be removed from the United States government. How on earth was she able to do so? That is a criminal act. But next time, accuse Trump of a crime. Your feelings and your view about election interference are not crimes. They're part of your neuroses. You lost because you cheated. You lost because read your own emails that you wrote. You elevated President Trump, Democrats. You elevated him. And he won. And he won. You called him a Pied Piper candidate. You thought that a whole bunch of people would follow him and allow a good Republican like Jeb Bush, a good Republican. He's a good Republican. He's a bad orange man, Trump. He's a menace, Trump. They're gonna do the Grinch song for Trump. He's everything you think is bad, Trump. Senate appears ready to reject witnesses in Trump impeachment trial. Witnesses to what? They have not even proved with direct evidence that Trump withheld military assistance because he's afraid of the No Malarkey bus tour. Do you know what Biden's new line is? Go vote for Trump. You know that there was Onward Together, then there was Make America Great Again, and then with Biden, it's go vote for Trump. Biden is done campaigning. He's done. Let's just read this. The impeachment trial of President Trump is headed for a critical vote Friday that will determine whether the Senate hears from witnesses over allegations that the president pressured Ukraine to launch an investigation for his political benefit. Joe Biden's name is Joe Biden. It is not Trump's direct political rival. You don't change your name when you run as a Democrat to Trump's direct political rival. Republicans' direct political rival. Oh, wah. I'm sorry. You mean your corruption is being looked into by Trump? Well, Trump's lack of criminal behavior was looked into for 3 years. Your actual criminal behavior is going to be looked into by Trump. Sorry. All these preemptive investigations because they know. Look, they know what they did with private servers outside of the United States government for 4 years. They know that was an egregious, overt act that had criminal implications. They understand this very well. They understand that President Obama's administration, whether it was the Justice Department or the FBI, was not autonomous. It was an extension of the administration, which was an extension of the Democratic Party, which is run by Bill and Hillary. Senate appears ready to reject witnesses. Yes. On Thursday, Senator Susan Collins said she will break with Republican leadership. And vote to hear witnesses. Well, Susan Collins and Mitt Romney can have fun on MSNBC and see how long they're treated nicely. Lamar Alexander and Lisa Murkowski will not. Even if Lisa Murkowski did, Lamar Alexander has chosen not to. They're not going to hear witnesses from John Bolton. Already discredited himself with his nonsense. John Bolton stated he heard the call and it was warm and cordial. He already stated this. So there aren't going to be any witnesses because there was no crime. Usually there are witnesses to an actual crime. MSNBC or MSN.com, Murkowski comes out against impeachment witnesses, putting Trump on path to acquittal. Yes! Yes! Democrats have had their minds warped by the DNC and campaign emails. This current entity that exists, that's a political machine run by Baba Bill, it's not sustainable. The truth about them is equal to gossip about Trump. President Trump is not a saint. That's different from being the Clintons. You don't have to be a saint, but you sure, he's nowhere near the Clintons. Okay. Notice how Hollywood is trying so desperately the past 3 years to distance themselves from Trump. He's been in cameos. He's been spoken about in lyrics for decades, in songs, in albums in all different genres. He had The Apprentice for over a decade. He already conquered Hollywood. If he was this horrible monster of a human being, Hollywood wouldn't have embraced him. But they did. Did you ever see, before Clinton's 2020 campaign, because she's going to be nominee, did you ever see a documentary on Hulu or anywhere else for the Clintons? No. Hollywood embraced the Clintons for political influence. That's it. They didn't embrace Bill or Hillary because of their brand or personality or because they're billionaires. Trump already conquered Hollywood. He just decided to run for president, and he defeated Clinton, who spent her entire life running for president. So, they're going to vote today. And it's their belief that Trump withheld military assistance because he wanted to go after Biden is predicated upon so many myths. Number one, Biden is not Trump's direct political rival. Okay? That's absurd. Get on with it already, reviews! She will levitate over the DNC. I bartend in Providence, Rhode Island, and tell all of my customers this. You are awesome. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. She's running again. One of these days, if I'm ever in Providence, Rhode Island, I'd be honored to go to your bar. Get on with it already, reviews. Thank you so very, very much. And thank you. Thank you. You need to make a drink called the Golden Moo. I wonder what on earth would that even be? What would that consist of? I guess there's the tequila with like the gold chips. Get on with it already, reviews. Thank you so very, very much. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. This is all so impeachment is predicated on so many myths. Number one, Biden is barely running for office now. He's number one because Democrats don't have anybody they think is electable. They're going to cheat Bernie. whether Bernie Sanders wins Iowa or not, he could, but the way it's set up to actually cheat Bernie Sanders. It is set up to cheat Bernie Sanders. And why would they allow Bernie to win if they cheated him in 2016? How does that work? Why would that? Is that even logical? How is that logical? How is that rational? Stephen Robinson! Thank you. How is that logical or rational? Why would they allow Bernard Sanders to win in 2020 when in 2016 they cheated him? Why would they do that? Does that even make any sense? Does that even make sense? Nobody in the Democratic Party can even get close to Trump. So Biden, Trump would love to go up against Biden. Oh my God. Biden has zero enthusiasm, zero passion, and zero support among most liberals, progressives, whatever. Nobody knows what Biden stands for. Biden doesn't communicate the only thing he communicates is angry, like garbled rhetoric. You can hardly make out anything he says. He's all over the place. He thinks he's like, an extra on like West Side Story or Rebel Without a Cause. It's like, hey man, hey fat. Listen man. You're not cool, Biden. No, you're not hip. There's no gravitas. There's no swag. There's no nothing. Hey, listen, man. You see? Come to fail. Nobody cares, Biden. And stop touching people. Man, come here. Nobody's going to vote for you. Nobody. Shungu Patsika! DDS is causing the Dems to destroy themselves. It's truly glorious to behold. Yes! Trump 2020 landslide. Yes! Shungu Patsika, thank you! Thank you for watching. It is glorious to behold. The best part is that they think they're winning too. It's like watching a boxing match or a wrestling match. Like, oh, that guy, he's losing. But then, like, his corner's like, yay. It's like, no, are you watching the same competition? Shungu Patsika, thank you so very, very much. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty unbelievable. They are destroying themselves, and they don't realize it. That's what I think is so interesting about all of this. You know what they were doing to Lamar Alexander? The guy's like 80 years old. Here, Lamar. Thanks a lot, Lamar Alexander. We were counting on you. That's what they're doing, like, on social media. He's like, I agree. Lamar Alexander tried to, like, the senator from Tennessee, He tried to, like, give them the olive branch. Like, I know, I agree with you, Democrats. Trump is a bad man. He's a menace. He's orange. He's an orange bad man. And instead of saying, oh, okay, well, thanks for seeing things our way, they're like, you're a coward, Lamar Alexander. Why'd you do this to us? Murkowski comes out against impeachment. Yeah, because Schiff insulted Murkowski. He insulted all the Republicans. You know? It's It's unbelievable the way Democrats view the world. Everything that like all their corruption, all their conflicts of interest that could possibly be used against them, if you use it against them. See, the notion that Ukraine would want to look into Biden's corruption, that is viewed with disdain. They say it's debunked. It's not debunked. They're like, well, people in Ukraine wanted that prosecutor out. Well, yeah, people in Ukraine also wanted the prosecutor to be there. There are different political factions in Ukraine, just like there are different political factions here. What right do we have to force out a prosecutor because of corruption when President Obama's administration and definitely Joe Biden were full of corruption? Just ask Clinton, who was basically the personification of all the corruption. Ask Comey and Strzok and McCabe and Clapper about their text messages about Trump. Ask about how they treated Jeffrey Sterling and how they treated Clinton. Jeffrey Sterling, intelligence community, a true person who blew the whistle. They treated him horribly. How do they treat Clinton? For 1,000,000 times worse. What about the sailor, Christian Saucier? Takes a photo of himself in the submarine, rips up the photo, puts it in the trash, and then they say it's obstruction of justice, or they're destroying evidence. Clinton has 4 years of servers with top secret intelligence to hide her Clinton Foundation pay to play. Why do you think she had Why do you think she had servers? How hard is that to understand? It's so easy. You can't prove anything. If Trump had one server, oh my God, they would go, oh my God, he's calling Putin. He's calling Putin every day from the server. He's pledging allegiance to Putin. It is game over, ladies and gentlemen, for Democrats. They lost again. This is a precursor to the election. They have zero energy, zero electricity, zero passion, zero policy. What policies unite Democrats that President Obama's administration wasn't the antithesis of? Oh, climate change? Okay. Largest expansion of domestic oil and gas production. You can go down the line. Oh, foreign policy? Yeah, he helped destroy Libya. Oh, immigration? Oh, yeah, deported more human beings than anyone else. Let's go down the line as you pontificate Democrats and tell everyone how horrible they are. And they cheat. And then, you have some Bernie supporters who are like, you know what? If he doesn't become nominee, it's curtains. Bernie Sanders himself will say vote Clinton again. Clinton is going to be the nominee. Disco sister wife! My husband Eric and I have been watching you since 2015. Thank you so much. Thank you to you and Eric, Disco sister wife. Thank you. Love the hell out of you. Thank you. My husband thinks Bernie, if he wins the primary, will be forced to pick Hillary as his VP. Either way, Trump 2020 from a former Democrat. Disco sister wife. Thank you. Thank you, and thank you, Eric. And thank you, Disco Sister Wife. Thank you so very, very much. I think that Madam Secretary will never ever allow anyone to be above her in terms of ranking. And I don't think they'll ever allow Bernie. I think that there's a slight possibility that Madam Secretary would pick Bernie. Madam Secretary could pick Bernie Sanders, but I don't even see that happening because Hillary Clinton will probably pick another woman. I think that she either could pick Warren or Stacey Abrams, or another woman within the Democratic Party. Disco Sister Wife, Eric, thank you so very, very much. Thank you for watching always. Since 2015, my God. Those were the days where I actually had a collared, button-down shirt, and I'm like, my name is H.A. Goodman, and I'm just here to tell you that Hillary Clinton can't win. And then the comment section would be like, how dare you? Thank you, Disco Sister Wife. Thank you. Calvin 75. Oh, nice. Golden Moo shot. Oh, that's a Goldschlager Golden. Bailey's Moo Tequila for the wobbly legs. Calvin 75. That's what I was thinking of. Goldschlager. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. George Rivera Jr. Thank you. You have $100 super chat when Hillary officially jumps in. All right, thank you. 200 when indicted, 300 when convicted. Well, thank you, George Rivera Jr. George Rivera Jr. I think that the first one, she's going to jump in. The second one will happen after a little while after she loses. I actually would see George and everyone here. I actually think that Trump would pardon Clinton. They're like, oh, well, there's an investigation from John Huber. It found nothing. No, they didn't even investigate. No, nobody testified. Not one person testified under oath. It's unbelievable. Not one person testified under oath. They're like, we investigated, we found nothing. Democrats always like, we investigated, we found nothing. Sorry, bye. With Trump, they're like, we investigated, we found nothing. We have to keep investigating. Then they're like, because they don't get what they want, they're like, Trump is a tyrant. He's a king. Just crown him already. Just give him a crown. He's a king. Trump's a king. Trump's a king already. He's a monarch. You want a monarch? He's a monarch already. They have the Queen of England. He's the king of the U.S. Trump, the king. Okay. And it's like, no, just because you didn't get to remove him from office because of your maniacal fantasies doesn't mean he's a king. They're in their own delusional bubble, their own delusional fantasy world. And the best part is the people that are kind of like, gosh, I just don't know about Tulsi Gabbard. They can't say anything good about her because even though they like her, they can't say anything good because if you like Tulsi Gabbard on the left, that would mean you can't stand the Democratic Party. And it's true. There's a lot of overlap between President Trump, Tulsi Gabbard, President Trump, and Bernie Sanders. The left can't admit that because they can't admit that. If they admit that, there goes the fantasy. Okay? There goes the fantasy if they admit that. So. It's Senate expected to block new witnesses in Friday impeachment session. Oh my God. I mean, this is so great. We spent so many years. Democrats, scorn Democrats have lost each time they went after Trump, they lost. Exactly. And Sandy Pepper, exactly. The first king to unarmed subjects, exactly. Exactly. Lisa Murkowski, oh my God, she's the next person to get it on social media. Oh, let's see what she. Oh, here. This is the other. Lisa Murkowski, I worked for a fair, honest, and transparent process modeled after the Clinton trial to provide ample time for both sides to present their cases, ask thoughtful questions, and determine whether we needed more. The hilarious part about all of this is that we already know Trump didn't do anything that was illegal. So this is all about subjective sentiment. Why? We don't like what he did. Well, too bad for you. You don't like what he did? Well, I don't like what you did. Okay? It's not a crime. It's not a crime. RC Leg! H.A. Biden has given up on the sham primary after grabbing a voter on the lapel. Exactly. On the lapel and also kind of around the stomach area. And now mentioning needing strong VP due to his potential. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's the worst show on earth. RC Leg. It is the worst show on earth. Thank you, RC Leg. Yes. Yes. I have to check out the latest admission by Biden. Yes, RC Leg, thank you. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you. The House chose to send articles that are rushed and flawed. I carefully considered the need for additional witnesses and documents. Given the partisan nature of the impeachment from the very beginning, I have come to the conclusion there will be no fair trial in the Senate. It's sad for me to admit, as an institution, the Congress has failed. It has also become clear that some of my colleagues intend to further politicize this process and drag the Supreme Court into the fray while attacking the Chief Justice. They went after John Roberts. Elizabeth Warren is like, why are you even here? She literally said that. She's like, why are you here? If you're not helping us with Trump. First Murkowski, then Lamar Alexander, then you, Roberts. Why are you even here? If it's not to remove Trump, just leave. I will not stand for that effort. We have already degraded our institutions for partisan political benefit. I will not enable those who wish to pull us down. Yes, we are sadly at a low point of division in this country. No, we're not. We're at Democrats, and then you get, of course, coward. They're calling everyone coward. Oh, my God. This is hilarious. Vote her out. This is so hilarious. They want witnesses on something that isn't a crime. They accused Trump. Even if he did what he did, even if he did what they say he did, okay, it's not even a crime. It would not even be a crime. It would not even be a crime if they said, like, they're impeaching Trump. They've impeached the president based on the belief that he has already committed what they're accusing him of doing. He has already committed the allegations. He is guilty of the allegations of withholding military assistance for political gain. This is why they impeached him. And it is still not a legal statute that he broke. He still didn't even commit a crime. So we're supposed to go forever and ever and ever and ever? Oh, the shoe's gonna drop on the other foot. Oh my God! Another witness, and then what's his name? Then they have John Bolton saying, "Yeah, I'd lie, no problem." Oh yeah, it was a nice discussion that they had. No, it was all good. It was fine. It was a discussion, warm and cordial, between Zelensky and Trump. Sorry, you can't get out of it. Can't get out of it. This is so funny. This is so funny. This is so funny. Then you have this issue where Democrats are like, they've convinced themselves, people have convinced themselves that the Democratic Party would give Bernie a fair chance. Dave with added nutrients. Yes, I like that. Dave with added nutrients. That's right. Amazing how Bolton, the patron saint of that's right, has become the gatekeeper for truth for DNC. Exactly. Well, Dave, also, Bush has a favorable, George W., the worst president we've ever had, has a favorable view among Democrats, and Bill Kristol and Max Boot vote Democrat now. So it's pretty unbelievable. It is unbelievable. It's you look at where all this is going, and I don't know how. Dave, thank you so very much. I don't know how they continue with this madness. But they have to. This is the thing also. Impeachment gives them yet another thing to complain about. See, right now they're just collecting. They need to collect as many things to complain about as possible. They are now just complaining. That's their thing. They have to complain. If they don't complain, they don't have any energy or passion or enthusiasm. They don't have policies to run on. There's not one policy that all Democrats are looking forward to. Okay? That's different with Republicans and Trump, or Trump voters. Trump voters, for the most part, care about foreign policy. They want us to be removed from never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts. Democrats are okay with staying there forever. In fact, it's part of their platform. That's why even Bernie Sanders couldn't even say anything good about Trump. He's like, oh, yeah, it has to be an orderly withdrawal. Oh, nice. Barry, MSNBC throwing a temper tantrum. Oh, my God. I gotta check this out. Okay, let's see. What's going on, MSNBC? They also never realized that this would be they never realized also that Trump voters would see this as a monumental victory. This is a monumental victory. Here, let's listen to this. Chris Matthews. Oh, here. Trump plays schoolyard nasty in impeachment trial. Schoolyard nasty. Schoolyard nasty. No, the nastiest were the Democrats. Trump just pushed back, and they're like, you're playing nasty. The comment section is golden here. Oh, my God. Oh, the comment section is golden. Oh, I love this. This is hilarious. GOP, government of Putin. Yeah, that's right. Trump didn't veto the sale of 20% of U.S. uranium capacity. That's right. That's right. Oh, my God. I'm looking. Schoolyard nasty. Oh. Kamala Harris. You can't have acquittal if there's no fair trial. It was a fair trial. Well, don't worry about it. It was a fair trial. Very fair. Very fair. Very fair. How can you have a trial if there is no crime? Schumer warns Trump could try to cheat his election again if acquitted. Oh, he's going to cheat again. Oh, just like you cheated Bernie Sanders? Just like Debbie Wasserman Schultz was forced to resign? Dershowitz is on MSNBC. That's hilarious, too. If Trump was impeached for bribery, extortion, issue would be very different. But he wasn't because there was no bribery. Sorry, Dems. You lose. You lose again. You lose again. You lose again. There's no crying in impeachment. Yes. I like that. Trump team lawyer Cipollone was involved early in Ukraine pressure campaign. Now they're calling it Ukraine pressure campaign. They're like, oh my God, the transcript. Nobody knows what that means. Quid pro quo. They don't speak Latin. Oh, what do we do now? Okay, listen, make it simple. Ukraine pressure campaign, okay? Pressure cooker? No, pressure campaign. Say it. Just say it. Just get it out there. Okay, pressure campaign. Ukraine pressure campaign. Okay, everybody, 1, 2, 3, go Democrats. Trump is involved in the Ukraine pressure campaign. Ukraine pressure campaign. Oh, okay. You think it'll go viral? Let's see. The new Bolton claims are so important. A new report. There's a new report on Bolton now again. They're like, this is another new report. We have a new report coming. It's a new report on Bolton. No! They're so funny too. Like, we found some new information. No, you didn't. You have no evidence of anything. Sorry. You will lose again. Sorry. Trump plays schoolyard nasty. Oh, yeah. Trumpy. This is so funny. This is the Democrats. You know what? Senators who vote against witnesses should issue a statement like Lamar Alexander saying how Trump is a mean person. Former Democratic senator urges Republicans to vote for impeachment trial witnesses. Gee, that's bizarre. Why would that happen? Oh, that's right, because, okay, the Democrat. Acquittal would leave enormous stain on the Senate. Enormous stain. Enormous stain. Yeah, right. What? This is bizarre. Was this Morning Joe? Slow GDP growth undermines what Trump says about his success. No, slow GDP growth. Record low unemployment, record highs in the stock market, average GDP better than President Obama's. 6 million jobs created. What? Fazandu John, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. HAU Rock, love your daily content. Much love from Scotland. Thank you so very much. Thank you for watching from Scotland. Thank you. Fazandu John, thank you. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Thank you so very, very, very much. I love Scotland, and I love all the viewers from the UK. Thank you so very, very, very much for watching, and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Thank you, John. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you. Oh, my God. John, everyone here. Oh, my goodness. This is so hilarious. They want, you know what? They want to get Trump so badly. They're doing anything possible. They're compromising whatever integrity they had, which was not much. Okay, hold on, Lisa Murkowski. I want to see what they're doing to this senator online. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Of course. Oh, they have the meme shame. With the person with the bell. Oh my God, that's so funny. This is not true. The Clinton process automatically called for doxing witnesses. Let me interject. One reason that the Clinton impeachment called for witnesses was because I happened to be in the Oval Office. And we were talking about intercontinental ballistic missiles. And that actually did take place. I wasn't trying to withhold military assistance. In fact, I wasn't trying to withhold anything, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I used an anatomical prop. And I was talking about missile treaties. What's up? I'm Bill Clinton. I lost it there at the end. Thank you, Fazandu John, again. Thank you for watching in Scotland. Thank you. Donnie Chappelle! This is a great channel. Roll Tide. Yes, Donnie Chappelle. Thank you. Yeah, Alabama. They're always great. Gosh, they're always great. Nick Saban and Alabama always win. They're always great. Always great. Why did the NCAA go after my team? Oh, that's a while back. Trojans. I love USC. Donnie Chappelle. Thank you. Yeah, Alabama. Joe Namath. A lot of great players. Bear Bryant. Donnie Chappelle. I have a quick story. I was in Israel many years back, 20 plus years ago. I was on a kibbutz in Israel, just like visiting. It was like a tour. I was actually like this youth camp that I was a counselor on, and so we went to this kibbutz, but it was like a kibbutz where like everybody's armed. I guess everybody's usually armed in Israel, and this guy was talking to us. This obviously Jewish guy like me and everybody there, and he had a holster with a revolver. And he was talking in like a southern accent, and like he was, and I was like, oh, okay. And he's obviously American, and he was saying how he lived right next to Bear Bryant. He grew up as a little child living next to Bear Bryant, and he just was saying how, he was a great man and a great person. And it was just really interesting. I'm like, whoa, you grew up next to Bear Bryant? How is that even possible? Now you're at this kibbutz? That's, so. Donnie Chappelle, thank you. I just found it so interesting. Like, he was just, talking about how Bear Bryant was a great human being, all that stuff. Great. I mean, one of the great coaches of all time, my God. One of the great coaches of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm running out of steam. Thank you, Donnie Chappelle. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless. We won again. We won again, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think Democrats realized also that with each passing victory for Trump and each passing defeat, utter debacle, tragic defeat for Democrats, I don't think they realize how momentum shifts. I don't think they understood that concept. They did not understand that momentary gain from public relations spin would not overshadow another loss for Democrats, and they will lose again with Clinton versus Trump. Give me your thoughts below. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel. Chris, thank you so much. Anyway, everybody, thank you so very much. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel, my other channel, and I will, of course, be back in a couple of hours with an upload, and then later tonight, I will be back with a live stream. Be here for the live stream. Jesus was hermetic. History fascinates me. General George Washington used Durham boats and a spy called John Bolton. Oh, okay. You can't make this up. Nice. That's right. Nice. Thank you. Jesus was hermetic. Thank you so very, 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 very much. All right, everyone. I'll see you later today. Be here for the live stream around 10 p.m., 11 p.m. this evening, around 11 p.m. Pacific this evening. Be here for the live stream. Thank you, everyone. Feels great to win yet again.